Phone on silent. Okay, so we had some technical difficulties last night. Amber's not able to make it. She was going to be on the podcast with us yesterday, but we couldn't get the live going like we wanted to. So got pretty frustrated with it, walked away, decided we'd try it again today. Something's going on with the live, so we're going to do a recording, and I'll post that, I don't know, 6 or 7 o'clock tonight.
Yeah.
So you guys will see it recorded. We're not going to edit through this video, so it'll be just a straight recording from now till the end. All right, so some things that we're going to cover before we get into the side-by-side name drawing. Everybody in the ASA world knows that Metropolis is this weekend.
Yeah.
So good luck to all the shooters out there shooting Metropolis. Hope it stays a little cool. I don't think it is.
I heard it's been warm, man. I heard some people talking about it.
Yeah.
It's probably a hot one.
Tyler texted me and said,
Yeah.
I thought it'd be a little cooler up here, but it's hot. Hot as hell up here.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah. Stay cool. Stay hydrated. Get you some electrolytes in there. Have fun shooting. But we want to throw out, if you're an ASA shooter shooting this weekend, and if you tag Shot the 3D Experience and tag Archery Garage on a Facebook post, we'll throw you a free Archery Garage hat. So tag both of them, and we'll throw you a free hat from the shoot. So
From the shoot, yes.
good luck, guys. Archery Garage was our ASA course sponsor this year. They really hooked us up, and we appreciate everything they Tyler and those guys did for us. The other thing we want to talk about on the topic of social media is our TikTok channel, this YouTube channel, and probably some of the Facebook and Instagram. We're going to be doing some product reviews from our sponsors. Coming up very shortly, we'll do the Sever new broadheads that
I'm
came
excited
out.
for those, man. I can't wait to get my hands on those.
So they already had the 1.5 hybrids. They just released the 1.75 and a 2.0.
yeah.
So you got a wide option. Kind of the rule of thumb I've always tell people when they're asking me is, which one should I shoot? Well, it kind of depends. What animals are you shooting?
Yeah.
What's your setup? Bow speed? How heavy of an arrow? Kind of a general rule of thumb that I like to go off of. If you're shooting big game, you probably want better penetration. You might want to go with a
little smaller
1.5 smaller diameter. You'll get better penetration. Oklahoma size whitetail. If you're shooting 60, 70 pounds and flinging them 270 to 300 feet per second, you're good with a 2.0, a 7.5, or a 1.5.
It's going to leave a hole, too.
Yeah, and I shot 3 deer last year with the 1.5 hybrids, and it was pretty devastating. I was happy with the performance. So we'll be doing a TikTok review on that coming up. We're also going to we've previously done a review on the Hunter Pack for Scent Thief, so you can find that on the TikTok channel. We'll also be doing their new product. One of the 2 new products that they just released is a whack stick. It's kind of a waxy, kind of like deodorant stick that you can put on trees. We'll do a product review of that.
Yeah, pretty excited about that one right there. We kind of talked about this. I've used some of these wax products in the past, and like you rub it on your blind or your clothes, your shoes, and man, it's gonna leave a freaking mess. You can look at the blind, and I got discoloration. When I got one of these samples in Kansas from Jacob, and I went down on the turkey blind I still had up in Marine Canyon. We're hunting down there and rubbed a little on there. Looked at it the other day. You can't even tell any of that stuff's on there. So film free. It was nice.
You still got your blind out?
Oh yeah, it's dead now.
He'll be there till
deer season. It's in a good spot.
probably turkey season next year.
It's in a good spot, man. No reason to take it down.
So no UV damage to it?
No, I had so far after about a week or 2. So
this stuff lasts a long time too.
It should.
We're gonna do some.
Unless you leave it in your truck and it's hot, it'll be gone.
We're gonna do some testing on it, and that'll be on the TikTok channel, the Shot Shop Talk.
Yep.
Say that 3 times fast.
Mm-hmm. One other thing we got is our Shot Shooters page. We're going to do a little bit of revamping on that, and what I mean by that is we're going to let sponsors and shooters only on that. So some of it's getting clogged up. I say clogged up. It's just people posting on there. Not a big deal. But we're going to make it where, we might have to approve post or something, but we're going to make that where if you guys are doing anything outdoors, we want you guys to submit your pictures on there. It's kind of your guys' page, the shooter's page. So SHOT stands for Shooting, Hunting, and Outdoors Traditions. So if you guys are out fishing, hunting, anything you got doing stuff with the kids, any animals you guys harvest, post them. You don't have to send them to me to post them. You guys post them on there yourself. But we're going to make sure it's our sponsors on there, and our shooters for the main thing. So we got some changes on that. So
nice. Yeah, and kind of declutter some of the bull crap that's on there.
Yep.
It's getting big enough to where we're going to have to manage that a little bit.
For sure.
So we were going to talk about this with Amber. She's not able to make it. But the three of us applied for Nebraska over-the-counter archery deer and got our tags.
Yep.
So we were lucky to get those. What is this, the fourth year in a row that we're...
Yeah, third or fourth, somewhere in there.
Yeah, I think maybe this will be 4.
Yeah.
We've been on 3 trips for sure.
I know this, yeah.
Anyways.
Well, I missed the first year, so yeah.
I've been on 3 for sure. You might have been 2, yeah. Headed back to Nebraska. Probably go up in September, chase some mule deer. If we're not successful with that, we'll go back and...
You say that, though. You had a pretty good opportunity at a nice whitetail. So, I mean, that's the good thing about that tag.
Yeah, it's good
you
for
run
you.
Across the right whitetail.
And let me clarify, I did not have a good opportunity.
Yeah.
I was on some deer. I just couldn't close the distance on them. It was...
They were staying on some private
they haven't...
stuff.
Well, it was actually public.
But a different type of public.
Couldn't hunt the public.
Yeah,
non-huntable public land, like a state park kind of area.
Yeah.
And I had permission on the private land that butted up against that, and they were bedding and spending all their time on that public land.
Yeah.
And then in the evenings coming into the cornfield on the privates, but I just couldn't get it done. Most of the time they were coming in right at dark, but some pretty nice ones. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll take a whitetail if it's the size of the one I was chasing last year, 100%.
For sure.
But I really do want to get a mule deer.
In velvet, dude. I think that's the thing. I know it's been talked about here in Oklahoma doing it, but god dang it. That's the only tough part about it is it's so warm. I know they talked about it doing it here in Oklahoma, and I am not excited to hunt a deer in August, September in Oklahoma.
It's warm up in Nebraska.
Yeah, I know.
Like one year, my sister and I went up there.
Yeah, that first year I missed.
116 degrees on a couple of days. It was nasty.
Glad I missed that day.
So yeah, we're excited to go back to Nebraska, hunt on the private farm in September, and then maybe a return trip in November, depending on how the season goes.
Yep.
And then we also got drawn in on Sequoia
State Park
Resort.
Yep.
And that'll be a December hunt. Amber, myself, and you. Don't know anything about that place. So if you guys have any tips, send them our way.
Roll them in.
And then just the regular Oklahoma deer season we're excited for. And then our last trip for the year will be Arizona. Sometime in December. We get the tags for that. So yeah, all archery. We'll be hitting it pretty hard.
I'm telling you, I'm excited. Arizona's the trip I always look forward to every year. It's hard to explain to some people about, number one, just why like some people look at coos deer and they're like, "Wow, it's not a big deer. It's not, 120-inch deer is a stud coos deer, So, like some people are like, "Wow, what's the thrill of it?" Well, how many? I don't know personally anybody that's got a coos deer on the wall. So, that's one reason why, but they're so damn tricky, man. Like it's tough to get on them, and that's part of the excitement. And even just finding them, is the trick, man.
I think we're gonna have to do a podcast just on coos deer.
Just on coos deer,
just our experience of
glassing, how to glass, what we do to glass.
Bunch of dummies from Oklahoma going out there, not really knowing what we were doing the first year, and it took us a couple years to just kind of figure it out. Completely DIY. And, you got tools today with YouTube and the internet at your fingertips to kind of give you some, but until you walk through it, that's the best way to learn.
100%. You can watch all the YouTube videos you want until you get out there in that country and try it yourself to stock up on one of these suckers. Yeah, the videos just don't do justice on this.
Yeah.
So my hat's off to anybody that shoots coos deer with a bow.
Especially during the rut.
Oh, man.
That's a whole nother. Right here we always look forward to the rut. Like, oh, you're gonna get more opportunity. Yeah, you see more deer, I think, during the rut where we're at. But it also adds another element of them on their feet moving too much a little bit. Like, ideally, to stock up on one of them, you want them to bed down and give you some time to get to them.
Yeah, we've tried a little bit of the whitetail strategy of set up on them and stuff, and it's kind of worked a little.
It works if the timing is right.
Yeah, it is.
You have to have the
timing issue for sure. But yeah, more on that later.
Yeah, we'll do a coos deer podcast coming up. I think we'll have fun doing that one.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so those are the main updates for the side-by-side giveaway. It'll be at Antlers Motorsports. We got some coordinating to do with Antlers, and Tim is in Colorado. We want him here for that. We want to make a good video and showing of this. So it'll probably be mid-July around.
We were shooting for the 4th. It's probably not going to happen on the 4th
happen
just because Tim's not going to be around and then trying to schedule with Antlers. So, mid-July.
Probably a week after the 4th or 2 weeks after the 4th we're looking at. And as soon as we have a firm date, we'll put that on Facebook and let you guys know. So for today, we're going to draw one more name. It'll be the 5th of 6 names. And then it'll give us the opportunity to draw the 6th name when we are at Antlers moments before the final draw. Right?
Yep. Perfect.
And then we'll also do the Tacticam, cell cam drawing at Antlers and do the African hunt. We're excited about that one at Antlers. So all three of those.
Kids, the youth,
the kids' youth bowl.
Bear bow. Every youth that got signed up and qualified at every event on the Kid Zone, their name's going to be put on a wheel and spin to win a brand new, ready to hunt bear gamekeeper.
It's in a box right over there, not even been opened.
Yeah. So
we'll get that to you guys. By August, they'll be able to start practicing with it in August and September and be ready to hunt in October.
For sure.
Okay, do we need to turn this on or?
Yeah, I don't even know if you can see the damn TV.
Yeah, kind of blurry, but adds a little element of transparency, I guess.
Yeah.
What do I need to go to?
No, here, I gotta turn everything on. Boom, boom.
So yeah, we're excited about Nebraska. We might do things a little bit different this year. We always drove up there and packed up a bunch of gear. This year, I think we might fly.
Well, might be easier.
And we're also going to reach out to Justin, the guy who we hunt on, and see if he can come on a podcast. He's a great dude. Farms quite a bit of land up there in Nebraska. And the story of how we met him is, I think we probably touched on it a little bit in previous podcasts, but we need to go through the whole entire story from the beginning until now. And, we created a lifelong friendship with him that probably will endure forever.
Yeah. Yep. So we're going to generate a number here.
All right.
Are you ready? You got the list over here?
I got the list.
You got it there? Okay.
Long shot.
All right, so here we go. We are going to generate
67 names.
All right. It is number 54.
54. Chase Baggs.
Chase Baggs.
Well, you look at that. He
Chase
got
Baggs.
on here.
7.
I see his name 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7. Yeah,
7 times.
I think him and Nick Dalwa had 7 entries apiece. Philip Whitaker was on second place with 6. And
Chase, his name is spread out. He's done multiple events, hasn't he?
Yeah. It wasn't off just one event. So.
Yep. Congratulations, Chase. You're in the final 5.
Final 5.
Final 6.
So we got Cameron Highfield. We've got Kelly Dorr. Nick Dawa, Cole Hamlin, and now Chase Baggs. So that's 5 of the 6 names. And like we said, what we're going to do is that at the event, when we do the drawing, we'll draw the other name. Once we do that, the names will be put on a wheel where we can't see them, and we'll make it interesting and do a little shooting.
Got some fun ideas of how we're going to do that.
Yeah, last man standing on the wheel, I think, or something like that. So,
and then we'll probably, you want to tune into that live because we'll probably get the audience involved a little bit with it as well.
Yeah, for sure. So, if you guys maybe want to pick the shooter, I think it's going to be interesting because I know the 6 people are going to be going like, oh, I don't know if I want anybody picking. But everybody else will be like, make Brian shoot. Make Jeremy shoot. Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to have fun with it, guys. We appreciate it. One thing to help us out, we're trying to grow our channels on TikTok, Instagram. Facebook's doing pretty good. We started it in the very beginning. We have a pretty good presence there. But Instagram and TikTok and our YouTube channel, we really need your guys' help to,
for sure,
gain some followers there and get our presence a little bit bigger. If you don't mind, share our stuff. Go like us on Instagram or follow us on Instagram, follow us on TikTok and our YouTube channel. And then I think our next podcast will probably be cut next week, and we're going to talk about podcasts.
Yeah.
Outdoor Defiance has a great little podcast they just did with David Carpenter for Scent Thief. If you want to learn more about Scent Thief, that's an awesome podcast to listen to.
Yeah, one thing that I was talking about with you is I'm going to compile a list, and I kind of hit on it on the video the other day talking about this one. I'm going to go through and get all we got some awesome user-submitted stuff on YouTube, different groups that have filmed, for us out there. Not for us, they filmed for themselves, but it's helps us out. I threw a few names out. There's so many more out there. So if I didn't say your name, we're going to compile them all, and we're going to give everybody shout-outs on there and direct everybody to your pages and do a little highlight on that because, man, there's some great video out there, especially for people that have never been to one of our events. They get to see some of the targets. They get to see some of the terrain. They get to see some of the atmosphere. One of them I saw the other day, a guy was doing a product review on some of the stuff that they had won. If you guys, even if you guys don't have a YouTube channel or you're not a podcaster, hey, if you guys have won something from our event on the novelty shots, man, do a short little video, do a short little review. That
tag
helps
us
out.
Yeah,
tag us, make us collaborators. You can do that on Instagram, TikTok, I think Facebook, just by tagging us on it. But we'll share all that stuff. But that helps us out with the sponsors that we have. When you guys show pictures of the Hanger Co. hangers and the Ibex release and you guys shooting it, that helps us out, helps us get more sponsors next year. It just works all the way around. And plus, we want to hear the good, bad, and ugly about them. If you got maybe something isn't exactly how you like it, hey, let's hear about it. We just want to give a good, solid review on everything that we have to offer and see what you guys think about it. So,
all right. Well, we appreciate it. Thank you. And until next week, we'll see you.
We'll see you guys.